about electric field. Fine. In order to find the electric field, as I already told you, it is the source charge which is responsible for the electric field. And whenever I am talking about the test charge, it is responsible for the electrostatic force. Right? So by definition, what my electric field is? Electric field is defined as electrostatic force per unit test charge, F factor divided by Q naught, right? So if I just want to find an expression for the electric field, I need to evaluate first of all electrostatic force, and then this electrostatic force I need to divide with the test charge. So try to understand this diagram. See in this diagram. In this diagram, this Q is known as the source charge. Fine. And at point P is the observation point where I kept the test charge Q naught. अब होगा क्या? This charge is positive, as I have not given any symbol. It means it is plus Q. And this test charge is also Q naught, that is positive. So two positive charges, there is the force of repulsion. इसका मतलब ये सोर्स चार्ज इस टेस्ट चार्ज को रिपेल करेगा, एंड फोर्स ऑफ रिपल्शन इज हैविंग दिस डायरेक्शन, राइट? अकॉर्डिंग टू कूलम्स लॉ, if r is the distance between these two charges, if I am saying r vector is the distance from plus Q to Q naught, then how I can evaluate the electrostatic force? So by definition, electrostatic force between these two charges, we need to apply the Coulomb law. According to Coulomb law, it is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, product of the magnitude of given two charges. First charge is Q, second charge is Q naught, and distance between them square, that is r square, multiplied by the direction. Direction is given by r cap. So this is my equation number 2. Fine. If I am having this electrostatic force with me, then I can evaluate the electric field. So using equation 2 in equation number 1, what I can evaluate? I can evaluate the electric field at the given observation point. It means electric field, which is by formula is F factor divided by Q naught. So F factor here is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. It is Q multiplied by Q naught divided by r square into r cap. So this Q naught and Q naught, they are going to cancel out. It means it is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught source charge divided by distance square multiplied by r cap. So this is the expression for the electric field. Actually, electric field is going to depend upon source charge only, that is Q only. Hence, it is only the source charge which is responsible for defining the electric field. But if I am talking about electrostatic force, it is basically some test charge which I am bringing from outside, and whenever I am bringing this into the boundary of this source charge, it is either going to follow the attraction or going to follow the repulsion, and this is responsible for defining the electrostatic force. So remember this thing, you have to keep this in your mind कि जब मैं टेस्ट चार्ज की बात करूंगा, मेरे पास इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक फोर्स which I need to define, and whenever I am talking about the source charge, we are able to define the electric field, right? Electric field is very important. अगर मैं सिंपल मीनिंग में आपको ये बताना चाहूं कि इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड है क्या, लेट्स टॉक अबाउट दिस डायग्राम. मान लो ये आपके पास कोई सोर्स चार्ज है, फाइन, एंड दिस इज द बाउंड्री ऑफ द सोर्स चार्ज. अब बाउंड्री से मैं क्या समझता हूं? बाउंड्री कौन सी चीज है? बाउंड्री का मतलब ये है कि बाहर से जब आप कोई भी टेस्ट चार्ज लेके आएंगे, सपोज आई एम ब्रिंगिंग अ टेस्ट चार्ज Q naught फ्रॉम आउटसाइड, तो इस टेस्ट चार्ज को जब आप इस बाउंड्री के पास लेके आएंगे, तो ये बाउंड्री का ये वाला जो पॉइंट है, यहाँ पे आपको पता चलेगा कि ये चार्ज अट्रैक्शन फॉलो करेगा या रिपल्शन फॉलो करेगा. तो वो रीजन आपके सोर्स चार्ज के चारों तरफ, जहां पे आपका टेस्ट चार्ज या तो अट्रैक्शन फॉलो करे या रिपल्शन फॉलो करे, that is basically going to define the field, or we can say electric field of the given source charge, right? So in this article we studied about what I mean by electric field, how we can calculate the electric field, and physically how we can represent the electric field with the help of an example, or you can say with the help of a diagram.